Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about a crypto project that I think has been flying under the radar, and I think it deserves way more attention than it's getting. It's called Shido. And no, it's not some meme coins that's trying to ride the hype wave. This one's actually building something serious. So let's break it down. If you've been in crypto for a while, you know that this space is filled with projects that make big promises, new chains, new wallets, new everything, but only a few actually deliver. And that's actually where Shido stands out. It's not just launching a token and hoping it moons, it's building an entire ecosystem. We're talking a layer 1 blockchain, DeFi tools, staking, even a cross-chain wallet. So yeah, it sounds like a lot. So let's unpack it one piece at a time. First off, the Shido blockchain. Now this isn't another copy-paste chain. It's a layer 1 proof of stake chain, which is fully EVM compatible. Now what that means is basically it's fast, it's scalable, and it can run Ethereum-based smart contracts, which makes it super developer friendly. It also means lower fees and faster transactions than what you typically get on Ethereum itself. And if you have ever paid $60 to swap tokens on Uniswap, I think you know why that matters. Now, what's cool about Shido is that they aren't just focused on performance. They're also big on compliance. They are already registered as a crypto company in Sweden, and they're pushing for full European regulatory compliance, which is absolutely huge, especially when you consider how governments are starting to crack down harder on crypto projects that can't play by the rules. So having that legal infrastructure in place gives Shido a big head start, especially if regulations tighten globally. Now let's talk about the Shido wallet. Now this one's actually pretty slick. It's a non-custodial wallet, which means that you hold your keys, not some centralized exchange. It works across multiple chains, including Ethereum, BNB chain, Avalanche, and even Bitcoin. So you can manage all of your crypto assets in one place without hopping between 10 different apps. It's also DeFi integrated, which means that you can swap, you can stake, and you can also interact with smart contracts directly inside the wallet. No more copy pasting wallet addresses or praying that you sent your tokens to the right chain. And if that wasn't enough, they're rolling out Shido Decentralized Exchange, which is going to have cross-chain compatibility. So you imagine being able to swap tokens from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain without needing to use a bridge or centralized exchange. That's the kind of seamless crypto experience that really is needed. Let's pause for a second. I know this is a lot. Blockchain, wallets, decentralized exchanges, it's a full package. But here's the part that really caught my eye. They're building all of this during a bear market. That's when real builders show up. Anyone can drop a flashy white paper during a bull run, but the projects that keep their heads down and keep building when no one's paying attention, those are the ones that you should be watching. So let's talk about the token, Shido. It's the native utility token of the ecosystem. It's used for staking, governance, gas fees, and more. But what makes it interesting is its tokenomics. The supply is capped at 18 billion. No infinite inflation like some projects. Plus, there's already staking that is live with some solid APYs. So they've also announced some big updates recently, like a Shido ID system for identity verification and privacy features, and an AI module for fraud detection in DeFi transactions. Now look, I'm not saying that you go out and buy a bag of Shido today. As always, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who spends way too much time in the crypto rabbit hole. But when I see a project like this, one that's actively building, staying transparent, and checking off the right boxes on tech and compliance, I pay attention. So, what could the future look like for Shido? Well, if they keep delivering and they get the marketing side right, because let's be honest, in crypto, tech alone isn't enough. It's got the infrastructure, it's got the real use cases, and it's solving problems that actually matter, like interoperability, self-custody, and regulatory clarity. Now let's talk about numbers, because I know some of you guys love to see the data behind the story. As of right now, Shido is trading at around 0.001399. That might look tiny, but in the world of crypto, especially when you're talking about tokens with high supply and low price points, that's where some of the biggest opportunities and also risks tend to hide. Now, Shido's current market cap is sitting at about $2.6 million by the time that I'm making this video, with a fully diluted valuation, or FDV, which is also close to $2.61 million. That means that the circulating supply and the total supply are pretty much neck to neck, with roughly about 18.6 billion Shido tokens. So what does that tell us? Essentially, there's not a lot of locked or future issued tokens that could suddenly hit the market and dilute value, which is a good thing for price stability in the short term. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite the low market cap, the daily trading volume is holding at around $200,000 or above. That's not bad at all for a micro cap project. That means there's active interest and movement, which is something you definitely want to see if you're thinking of entering a position or just trying to avoid holding dead weight. Now, check this out. The community sentiment on CoinMarketCap is overwhelmingly bullish. Over 87% of the 21,900 voters on CoinMarketCap are feeling positive about Shido's future. That does not mean that you throw caution to the wind, but it does suggest that the community believes in what the project is building. And in crypto, community sentiment can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Bullish energy attracts attention, attention attracts capital. Now, looking at the exchanges, Shido is already listed on some solid platforms like BitGet, Maxi, Osmosis, and even BWOX. Now, these aren't the absolute top tier giants, but they're definitely legit centralized exchanges with strong liquidity profiles. BitGet alone accounts for over half the 24-hour volume right now, which says a lot about where the trading action is concentrated. So when you combine this kind of volume, exchange accessibility, and a passionate community, it adds up to something worth watching. But remember, this isn't a financial advice, just a deep dive based on the facts we've got right now. What matters most is doing your own research, staying skeptical but open-minded, and never investing more than you're willing to lose. So, let me know what you think. Are you holding Shido, planning to jump in, or are you staying far, far away from microcaps for now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear different takes. And hey, if this kind of content helps you navigate the wild world of crypto a little easier, consider hitting that like button, subscribing for more deep dives, and sharing this with someone who's been sleeping on hidden gems like Shido. And I'll catch you in the next one. So stay tuned.